Today we're gonna talk about aggressive Warlock builds. You can see I got my three loadouts, or my three main characters: Hunter, Woken, Titan, Human, and we got a Warlock EXO. I'm even Destiny 1. I was a Warlock main. I'm still a Warlock main for Destiny 2. Just something about Warlock I like. But today we're gonna talk about aggressive Warlock build. I guess go through all the class setups and everything like that. Break it down for you guys. Alright, so I'm maxed out for my power level for this season, but anybody who's a seasoned Destiny 2 player knows they can go higher than that. I'm just happy that all my players are 20 and plus. So I mean, I've been grinding, but I ain't been grinding like OD to where, you know, my players like 1350, you know, but I make sure all my players are 1320, and I still have to masterwork a bunch of my gear. But I got everything pretty much customized how I want to when it comes to like looks and mods and stats. But we're gonna go over the subclass that I use. For Warlock, I use Stormcaller. As you can see, Stormcaller. These post grenades. These post grenades are gonna come in clutch because when you actually throw the post grenades, when you throw them, they what's the word? They electrocute and they like zap like 2 to 3 times. So they're pretty good. This one is connects to people. This one's just a lightning storm, but this one right here, at least you have about 3 or 4 chances to zap somebody if they're low, so you can get that kill. So that's why I use post grenades. Healing rifts. I used to do empowering rifts, but you know, even if you run high recovery and high resilience, if you get a healing rift and you're like behind a wall and you're trying to, you know, go in and out on the wall, take cover, if you pop that healing rift, you know, you can still have some extra healing while you're in combat. And you can tell Storm Trance, I think this is the most OP super in the game, but that's just me. Storm Trance is amazing. You just got to make sure there's a bunch of people lined up and then you zap them. And Strafe Glide is pretty much the easiest one for me to use. Everybody has their own choice, but Strafe Glide is pretty much straightforward. With landfall, so if I cast Storm Trace and I jump on the air, or if I'm jumping off like a hill or something, it's gonna throw a lightning bolt at the bottom. So if I'm like above somebody and I fall, it's gonna zap everybody basically. So it's basically Storm Trance, but it's gonna fire lightning to the ground. I was using the claws to get a secondary melee, but I popped and I put on my exotic helmet or my exotic headpiece. So in Arc Soul, anybody who knows anything about Warlocks and runs Stormcaller subclass know these healing rifts are just, you know, OP. These healing rifts OP. And then we got electrostatic surge, so your rifts last longer and charge faster. That's pretty much it. So pretty much I feel like Warlock subclass Stormcaller, and I'm probably gonna have to say Stasis as well. Those are pretty OP. But I use this the Skeff look. It's pretty good auto rifle. I use it as a submachine gun because I primarily use my submachine gun as my primary weapon, and I use this as my secondary, which is, I wish this was, you could switch these up, but this is pretty OP and this as well. And I just run a sword, and then I got my shell, my artifact, and then this is basically all of this. But what you guys want to make sure, if you have a Warlock, the reason why this was 108, 120, but obviously if it's above 100, then it's not gonna have no effect. So I like to play aggressive. So for my strength, I make sure that my strength is pretty decent. It's not the best, but I still have to get more high stat armor, but as high as it can be right now. My intellect's pretty high too. But yeah, my recovery is 99, 100 is the max, so it's only off by 1 point, not bad. And then my strength is 76, so it cools down my melee. I'm trying to go for double 100s. It's kind of hard for me, but I'm trying to get there. And yeah, I just gotta masterwork this, and then start masterworking the rest of this. And if you guys use what do you call it? If you use what do you call it? Arc or Stormcaller subclass, you have to put on this. Like, this is the most The Crown of Tempest works amazing when you cast Storm Trance, and as you see, arc ability kills increase the recharge rate of your arc abilities and extend the duration of Storm Trance. So whatever those arc gets kills, your Storm Trance lasts longer. So you definitely wanna use that. And I'm still rocking the Solstice gear, that happened a couple months ago. I think it looks pretty dope. But that's pretty much it. But y'all boys be easy.